I'm live. Hello, all. Add a little ambiance here, some flowers. Got my kids drawing on the wall up there. Right, flowers on the way on my screen. What's going on? Raymond Torger says Rob is very active in the gay community. It's a good way to start, right? Started out with a bang, my friend. But hello, everybody. As I haven't done a live in a long time. Twinkie is I'm gay because of the photo I see. Drinking some apple juice tonight with a cool glass. I think I've got these glasses. I didn't put it in my description, which I usually do, but I got these glasses on Amazon. And if you go down, I've got some web store in the description of all my videos. There's the Amazon web store. If you go check those out, then you can see these glasses. If I were drinking iced tea, which I may be drinking iced tea, I store my iced tea in very tall bottles. Bananas from scale. They sort of look like me. Anyway, so I guess we could talk about some stuff. It's been a while. I'll try to get to a lot of your questions, but we could talk about the video I was going to make today, but I didn't get around to it because I was actually working, is the Rob Dom call out. Yep, we'll handle that. I think he's serious. I think. But if he's serious, bring it on. I'll race anything that Rob Dom puts together. I'd like to lose to something that Rob Dom puts together, but it doesn't seem to be in the cards in the next coming year, 2 years, 3 years. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Volkswagen Siphone, for the token donations. Appreciate it. Rob Dom really can't expect it. Yeah, no, I don't think. Thank you again, Nate. I don't think Rob Dom is genuinely expecting to win. I would love to call him out and get him to run for slips, only because I think this is such a stacked deck. And I think he doesn't really care about that car. So if I win his car, I would happily donate it to charity. Like when I say donate it to charity, raffle it off and then give all that money to charity. I think that would be a good way to sort of stomp out that car and get it off the internet. Thank you again, VW Siphone. I don't know, the 99-cent button, whoever's hitting it. Cool, why not? If you guys haven't gotten your t-shirts yet, go check out superspeedersmerch.com, which again, if I was at all on top of this, I'd be putting a link here or something like that. I'm going to give a trip away to one of the 1,000 people, and I think we're at 700 or 800 people last check. So there's about 200 shirts left, and I'm going to take all the people that buy shirts. If you buy 2 shirts, you get 2 entries. I'm signing them for free, so if you want it signed, you can get it signed. That's not a problem. Just select the option, either sign my shirt or don't ruin my shirt. Either one, you guys can go in and do. And I'm selling 1,000 of them, and when I get to 1,000 of them, we're donezo. And I've got the trip on Adventure Drives 8006, which is coming up next month, that I'm extending out to one of those people. Now, I don't want to be the guy to be like, oh, that name looks familiar. Let me pick him because he's a big fan. I don't do any of that. I take the 1,000 names or the 1,000 entries, dump them into a site called gleam.io. You can look it up. And I absolutely randomize it. And I don't know, the winner may be from Vietnam for all I know. It never works in my favor. It's always the guy who wins is the furthest away and the most logistically complicated to get whatever I'm offering. Do you see the wiggle here? This is my laptop. That's why Mac, son of a bitch. It's like I open and close it too much or something. So I'll be bringing one of the people that brings their shirts, and you better bring your freaking shirt to Europe with us. But I'm going to bring them on Adventure Drives 8006, and that's going to be a hell of a trip. We're doing the Nürburgring, the Black Forest, to the south of France, the Swiss Alps, the Italian Alps, driving the Italian coast, going to Col de Torini, Lake Como, Monaco. I mean, there's just so much cool stuff. Geneva, and I'm really excited for the trip, and I'm really excited to be able to bring somebody on it. This is going to be like quit your job experience of a lifetime, and I'm covering sort of everything. If somebody wins, like ideally somebody wins with a couple of bucks in their pocket, so they can fully enjoy the trip. Because I'm paying for the trip, I'm paying for the rental car for like a BMW M4 or something like that, and then I'm paying for their flights. But if it's someone that's got a couple of bucks in their pocket and they want to upgrade from maybe a M4 because the rest of the trip is paid for, and they want to do it in a Ferrari, they can spend a couple grand, upgrade themselves, and drive a Ferrari in Europe on a trip which other people will be paying a hell of a lot more for, and you're getting a $25,000 experience for like 6 or 7 grand. So either way, you can come out and not spend a dollar, but at the end of the day, I love those t-shirts, and it's probably my favorite. It is very simply the favorite shirt that I've ever made. I've done Teespring in the past, and it's worked out very well for me financially, but this wasn't really a financial decision. I wanted to put it together, a shirt that I like, that I actually wear, because I put on my other Super Speeder shirts, and I don't really like wearing them as much. Like, it's a cool shirt, and it's my logo and everything like that. I'm not crazy about the quality, and I selected the higher quality Teespring shirts. With this, I now have a shirt that I was in control of everything from the beginning to the end, and it's like a shirt that I'd wear every day for the rest of my life. Not like Rob Dom does with his red Dom shirt, but like I would if I was weird about wearing the same shirt every day. Unsweetened. All right, we have a $25 chat from, there's no chat. It's just Steve Caruso. Thanks for throwing that down. Appreciate it. Fear the Gamer too. Thank you guys for the super chat. Super chat's cool. Like, I like it. I don't like the fact that YouTube takes money from it, but it's much appreciated. That stuff all goes back into the channel. My warehouse is almost done. That's a big step. I should get a CO on Monday. So if I get a CO on Monday, we're in. Walls are painted, doors are in, emergency lights are up. I think everything's done. We just have to paint the floor. I got to pay for the paint for the floor. I'll do that after I get off this. But yeah, just a lot going on. A tremendous amount going on. I passed my house meeting, so that is done. So I'm going to be able to start building my house finally after 2 years of back and forth. So we've got that, and that's a big thing. It's like that process cost me like almost $100,000, and it should not cost $100,000 for somebody to build a house, a 4-bedroom house in any town really. But yeah, it's just, now I'm looking for builders. I'm doing all that stuff. I'm cutting the blueprints together, rejiggering what I have to rejigger in like the basement, or moving this sauna here or whatever. But I'm excited to now finally have made it past that exhausting phase and move forward. It's not a mansion, just a house. Super builders, Rob. That's funny. When am I going to buy a boat? When I can afford to buy a boat with my name on it, which is a Ferretti yacht, because Ferretti makes yachts, of course. No affiliation, but I feel with the same last name, I could sort of get something. And when I can get a yacht that's large enough that I'm not going to throw up over the side or want to cast a fishing pole off of it, then I'll get it. But I think I'm a long way away from that point. I'm not really that guy. Get a Dodge Demon for the channel. No way, my friend. Let's see. Do a meetup with the cars at the Palisades Mall. That's from Wald Javid. I'm gonna do a meetup at my facility. You guys can come on down. Can I eat one of those bananas? No, I'm not. I'm gonna make some pasta after I get I was gonna make some pasta while I'm doing this, but I think it's pretty insulting to eat in front of everybody and make you guys watch me eat. I'm not one of those like fetish channels where it's like, I'm going to eat pasta. But I am looking to do a channel with food, and one of the Radio City musical Rockettes. So stay tuned for that. That should be pretty fun. I was just with Jimbo down in Miami, and I've got some stuff coming up. Jimbo's going to be doing some of these bigger productions with me. When I have my space, when I get back from, when I get back from Europe, I'm going to have somebody like come on full time again, work out of the space and crank out with us. When will we get our damn shirts? The shirts went live not even a day. What was it? 27 hours ago. So the shirts will be produced in the next, I would say, week. I should have them. I told them I need them by the Monday after July 4th. So not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. Then I'll go through the signing stuff and all that, and pack and ship, and get those shirts out to you guys. But the drawing for the trip to Europe will be on July 1st, and that's superspeedersmerch.com. And I will do it on my Instagram channel, and I'll do it live so you guys can watch me select whoever it is. And people have asked, like, what if I can't make the trip? Sell a spot, give it to somebody else, or ultimately just say you don't want to go and I'll pick somebody else. I'm cool with that. So I do not want to like ride this along and be like, oh, you can't make this trip, come to the next trip or something like that. I want to bring somebody to Europe because I think that would be pretty awesome. And I think you guys would enjoy that. Your reaction to wanting my shirt. Now, everybody wants like everything like now, like, oh, same day Amazon delivery, I just bought a shirt. I didn't make the shirts yet. I've got the shirts, I got the samples. But when I'm pressing 1,000 shirts, I can't just be like, give me 1,000 mediums, because then everybody gets a medium. And that's, some of you guys aren't medium. Some of you guys are small. Some of you guys are large. Some of you guys are extra large. So, or even triple X. I went up to triple X on these ones. So, got you covered. I really like the shirts, so I think you guys are going to love them. Let's see what we got here. A good, reliable car for 30 grand. Virtually anything. There's a lot of cars in the 30 grand range, but the newer you get, the more reliable it'll be. But signed box of spaghetti. I've done that before. People have brought me like spaghetti to sign. It's really weird. But Rob, you want Amazon Prime refund? VW Siphone is going nuts on the $1.99. So I got like a private chat going on with him. So Rob Dom, again, like you'll see the video tomorrow. I just got the student driver sticker for the back of my vet, and I didn't want. I don't do coke, I swear to God. But my nose is freaking itchy. Are you going to get an SC90 after the 488? I don't know yet. I may. I'm sort of. I stay away from some of these Ferraris. Like, I don't like the electric ones. I don't like the. I want, just give me a freaking naturally aspirated Ferrari, and I'm a happy guy. Did you find a lawyer? I do have lawyers. I don't know which case you're referring to. Make a donk T-shirt. Buy it. I'm sure everyone will. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some other T-shirts. There's a couple of stuff I want to do. Some events that I want to do. I'll probably do like a New York City event. Maybe that Rob and Rob challenge will be in New York. My niece had like a traumatic brain thing called an AVM, but I don't expect any of you guys to know what that is. And she's recovering. She's been recovering for like 2 years now, so I'll probably do something to raise some money for her and help alleviate some of those bills. But that'll be an event probably August, something later in the year, when Rob can actually get a car together, and I'll give rides in my Corvette. I'll do sort of whatever has the best results to do what I can to help out. Look like enjoying 42 just had some of that. Very nice, very smooth. It is unsweetened iced tea. Tastes very good. Logan, thank you guys for the tossing the couple of bucks here. It's much appreciated. It'll go to good use, both in building my house and doing content on the channel. The more recent case was me getting my money back. You may be referring to I have so many things where I'm owed money. I don't know. I'm not sure which case you're talking about, but I'll do some updates. That judgment is very close to $1 million. So whether I collect on it, who the hell knows? But that is for commissions collected but not paid to me. So that's money that has been earned. It's not for like punitive damages or like somebody hurt my feelings. It's money that I was supposed to receive that I did not. But the company sort of weaseled out of it. So we'll see what happens. Did the ugly truckling get an espresso machine yet? No, I was just talking to Jeff. Jeff was just cut the stickers over at Serious Graphics, and he's going to finish the donk, but we're going to do the donk after the truck. We're going to wrap the truck first, put the espresso machine in the truck, put the winch on the truck, and then the truck is done. So when the truck is done, then I don't have the Cobra anymore to give away. When the truck is done, then we'll switch over to the donk. When the donk is done, then we'll start moving on to some other stuff. The Evo, I want to start wrapping all this stuff up, and the Evo project, get that going. I'm going to have to build the Maserati now. See, that's the problem with cars. Like, when you start a project, like, you got to just keep pushing stuff down the road. And I don't want to keep pushing the Evo down the road, but it doesn't have an engine, so you have to push it. But I did build a motor, and it's up at Tommy, so I want to be able to swap that in. Strong, black, independent, Republican, black woman. That is quite the name. But thank you for the 99 cents. And are you talking strong, like morally strong? You're talking about strong and like you can get it. Because just bought a shirt. Thank you, my friend. And there was, and last check, there's like, I was like 200 shirts left. So I don't expect them all to sell tonight. Maybe they'll finish up tomorrow morning or something like that. It like came hard out of the gate. There was like 400 shirts in the first like hour and a half. But then it died down. I guess those are just the awesome fans. They're like itching. They get the little bell notifications for the videos, and they just were like, I want to go to Europe with Rob. I want a shirt. I like it. I can't have that like in anyone else's hands. Let's see. Rob, blah, 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 blah. Nonsense. I did too. Please sign me. What am I signing you for? Oh, the sale with the super. Sale with the super didn't go through. The guy bought another one. I have to list the super for sale. I'll probably do it on Bring a Trailer just for the hell of it, unless one of these big auctions is coming up. I like Rob, but God, does he look like the epitome of a shady used car salesman? Do I have tassels above my head? Come on, every used car salesman needs tassels. It's funny, like I end up in all these situations where people owe me money because I'm probably the only, and like every guy in the auto industry is like, I'm the only honest guy in the auto industry. The only honest guy in the auto industry is the guy who has to sue everybody else to get the money that they were supposed to give. That's me. So, let's see. When do you think the Lambo will bring their next big bull? It's coming due. Lambo cycles every 10 years or so. So the Gallardo has phased out the Huracan. So the next up is going to be like the Aventador replacement because that came out in 12. So like 2021, 22 will be the new Aventador, the V12. And then the Huracan was in 2015. So like 2 years later in like 2024, then you'll start seeing the other one. Can't wait for my shirt. Thank you very much. Do you ever break even from all your lawsuits? Not really. Right now, I'm probably negative on the lawsuits because some of the lawsuits, I'm not, there's no money. I'm just defending myself. The class action lawsuit I had cost me 150 grand, 170 grand in legal fees. That was against a $45,000 rental, which the A got the use of, damaged the car. So there's no money in lawsuits, but you have to, as a business, you have to defend yourself. So, any thoughts of having the new vet in my fleet? Absolutely. I just had my Supra, the new Supra comes in like, I think it lands in July, so I'll probably have it first week of August. That'll be available for rental. Any suggestions? This is MB is Frenchie. I recognize that name. Thank you for constant super chats. You're awesome. Any suggestions on how to access Mannheim data? Would you buy a Gran Turismo convertible or replace the existing coupe? Look up Navi Plus for the Maserati. I'm going to look up Navi. Hold on, let me screenshot that shit so I can look it up later. Zoink. Second, Shivam is calling. Hello. I'm live streaming. What's up? I will call you back. Anything important? Okay, we'll do. Well, Shivam, he says hello. When somebody wins the drawing, is it just a single person or there can be a +1? It was designed for a single person, but if somebody wins and they want to bring somebody with them, they can just pay for the hotel room's covered already. They can just pay for the food for the second person, their flight, and bring them along. I don't really have a problem with that because whether you have somebody in your car or you don't, doesn't really make a difference to me. But then you're getting a $13,000 trip or whatever with your flight and everything like that, and rental cars, $18,000 trip for $2 or $3 grand. I think you're well ahead of the game at that point. Um, what up, bro? She's ovulating. I don't know what I'm missing there, but has Shabam. That is the worst spelling of Shabam I've ever seen. No, his Porsche is still just sitting in the garage. I'm so excited to get this garage. I'm gonna put like a podcast studio in it, so like the background is just gonna be like a wall of exotic cars. I'm gonna do storage out of the warehouse, so you're just gonna be glaring at millions of dollars in eye candy at all times. So like it's not gonna be any better than that. Off-road the donk, there's gonna be a lot of stuff. Like the donk is gonna be great because I give zero shits about the donk. So once we get that thing running, it'll be great. How many shirts have you sold? I mentioned it earlier. There's like 200 left, so about 80% of them are gone. So we're down to the last 200, which is great inside a day. I thought it was going to take a couple of days, which is why I did the drawing on July 1st. If it hits 1,000 before then, maybe I'll just move the drawing up. I don't think anyone would care having more notice. Are you still trying to get a new GT3? I would. My focus is now shifting to building my house before adding to my car collection. Oh, wow. That's another question. A $5 super chat. Are you getting any update on getting a GT3? I hope I just answered that, but I will answer it again. I would love to get a GT3. I'm very excited to do so. And one of my new attorneys is very well connected with the owner of Paul Miller, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure I can get one if I wanted. But now we're looking at the 992 GT3 with that cool fixed wing that they're doing. So maybe I'll just wait for that and jump on that. At least I'll have a new house to park it next to. You're an inspiration to all of us. Thank you very much. If my inspiration to you guys can just be, or my advice to you is just don't be an asshole. I don't think there's better advice out there. You're raising a kid, just make sure your kid's not an asshole. I think the world has enough assholes in it, probably too many assholes in it. So we got to sort of change that dynamic. Less assholes, now much fewer assholes, and the world would become a better place. Let's see. Timing belt, Ferrari 360. Can I pull motor myself? I don't know your mechanical abilities. I wouldn't replace the timing belt with a chain. I don't know if that's been done. Again, your car, do whatever the hell you want if you have that ability. But the timing belts, the idea that a Ferrari timing belt, like Ferrari's winning F1 championships, but they can't make a timing belt to last 3 years or 15,000 miles. When a Honda timing belt will go 300,000 miles, I think you're all right. I wouldn't sweat it. Where'd it go? I had more super chats. House update for Rich. Rich, I passed my meeting, so that's good. So get to build my house. Hello, house. Dining room. I've got just sketching around with my wife here. But the house is getting built. I'll start construction on that probably in a month or so or two. Probably definitely after I get back from Europe. And then yeah, I'm super excited for that. That's gonna be fun. Where'd it go? VW is phone. First car you boned in. LOL. Just kidding. First car you loved. The first car I loved, I guess, is my Corvette. The car that you turn over, you park it and you're oh, is this sort of looking at it, or you get a thing, and not for anyone else, not because you're looking for the validation that other people are looking at your car. You just it's my car. That was my Corvette. It was the first one I ever had. That was that. Thanks for all the videos. When am I coming to Arizona? I will be coming to Arizona. I don't know. I don't have any plans immediately to come to Arizona. So my travel plans have me going. Jesus Christ, I'm all over the place. I'll get to my travel plans in a second. Let me get to these $5 super chats for these guys. Quick question: 600 LT Spider or 675 LT Spider? Ooh, I really like the 600 LT, and it's got a warranty, so I would go with that. Unless you can get a 675 LT really cheap, then sort of up in the air, but I would definitely lean the 600 LT is a freaking great car. So your post on detailing dynamics, but their PPF pricing was reasonable after a few quotes, suggesting regular detailing in Queens. Come over to Jay's Garage in Englewood. They do detailing much cheaper than most of the other places, and you get a proper detail for a very reasonable amount of money. Let me just see, I own a transport company. You think we'd do some business together? Yeah, I don't know. Hit me up if I ever got to move anything. I'll be happy to assist. But back to my travel real quick. But my email is rob@superspeeders.com. The travel I've got coming up. So adventure drives are going to Machu Picchu in the spring or in the winter. So I got to go do that scouting trip. I've got to go do the Scotland scouting trip because we're going to Scotland next fall. And I have to go over to Vancouver and do the Canadian area up there because I've got to scout that out. That's the summer trip next year. I've got to go up to Minnesota to drive a really cool. I'll bring that up another time. So I've got that. I'm really all over. I've got SEMA. I've got the fall trip for adventure drives. It's going from Charleston to Miami. I don't have to scout that. I've already done that. I've got the Europe trip. I don't know. I want to do a family vacation somewhere in there. So there's a lot coming up. Let's see what I got here. I got that one. I got the super chats taken care of. Minnesota, yeah. Next cheap car challenge. I got to do a $500 car challenge. I got to film that. Hello from Chicago. Hello. When are you going to Scotland? Next fall, we're going to Scotland. And that's going to be more like the Iceland trip where it's like there's going to be driving, but there's also probably going to be 2 days where we're just getting all ripped. Probably going to like the Speyside distilleries and everything over there. I have drank a lot of Glenfiddich in my life, so objectively, I'm planning the freaking trip. We're going to go to the Glenfiddich distillery. Heard anything about the Eldorado Roadster? I have not. Any update on hiring editor? I haven't hired anyone yet. It's probably, if you're good and I haven't gotten back to you yet, you'd probably just respond to your email, so bump it to the top of my inbox because I will be hiring somebody after July. Hello from Clearwater Beach. Surf's up. What's going on, Brian Tucker? Jimbo, he's not dead. I just saw him down in Miami. He's on the Gold Rush Rally right now. I just saw the Gold Rush Rally off the other day. So, bye, everybody. Bye, Felicia. And Jimbo and I are going to be doing some work together this year. He's coming to adventure drives in Europe. Do you think a high-end rental car company would work in a third world country? No. I also, my Gotham website's down. That's a big freaking headache in my life right now. So the code on the Gotham site was shot. I appreciate like anyone who's thinking right now, like I can help you out. I can help build a website. Noah's doing it, but I'll probably be without a website for about a week, which sucks because it's like it's July 4th week. It's the single busiest week of the year. And that sucks. So I'll probably be losing $30,000 or $40,000, but that's why I drink iced tea. Let's see. Will I be in Florida near Naples anytime soon? No. More chats in the future. I used to do chats like every Friday, but my wife would yell at me for making too much noise. Am I going to add the 2020 Supra to my fleet? I said that earlier in the chat. I've got one coming in August, beginning of August probably. I think it lands in July. And then it's going to process through the dealership, so it'll probably be available first week. Window sticker, I think, is $57,000 on that. So, whatever. It'll be a cheap, probably $350 a day, the cheapest rental car I have. But for anyone who wants to get behind the wheel of the Supra, it's going to be a quick. I don't know how long I'm going to hold it. I think that it's going to die down real quick, the hype around that car. And if people want to rent it, I'll rent it out until 1 million miles. But I don't see that demand lasting much further than the winter, so I'll probably get rid of it. Can't catch a break, dude. That's life, dude. Like everybody whose life is like just really good can afford to have their life really good. Anyone that's got to sort of grind it out, life throws shit at you, and I just relay it to you when it happens. It's not about catching a break. It's not about just getting lucky. Like if you're sitting there waiting to get lucky, you're probably going to waste your time and then complain a lot later in life. But if you go out there and take every freaking barrel that people throw at you like Donkey Kong and just keep hopping over them, eventually people are going to get tired of throwing barrels at you, or you'll have accumulated enough where the barrels don't mean anything and you can just let them roll on by. It's 3:45 a.m., Robert. I didn't tell you to wake up to watch me, but I'm glad you did. What are you doing up at 3:45 in the morning, wherever you are? Oh, you're in Europe. You're anywhere between Italy and Germany, like straight up. That is 6 hours behind. Waste time and money building a 14-second Honda. Nope, I've already got a 14-second Honda. It's called an NSX. How much did you make on the 488 sale flip? I've got the 488 still. I sold it to myself, so I didn't really make anything. Anything that I underpaid, I lost. Anything that I overpaid, I gained. So it's my money. Come to Arizona and go to the new Apex Motor Club track. I'm not familiar with that, but maybe at some point in time I will. i8 for a future rental in the future. No, i8's the worst car I've ever seen in my life. I hate it. All right, this person, Rob, gave me 500 yen, I guess, which is cool. It's green. I think it's $5, but it may be. I'm a millionaire now, and I thank you for that. That was very nice of you. Tax write off all your miles. And it's a rental company, so yeah, the depreciation and the loss of value on the car. I don't really write off miles, so to speak. Let's see. Held for review. Hello. Couldn't agree more on the i8 opinion. The i8's just a shit car. Who's my favorite car YouTuber? It's an excellent question. I totally honest, like, right? I don't watch much in the way of YouTube. I don't know. That's such a weird question. I mean, it's a very valid question, but it's such a weird question to ask. I don't watch Demuro. I don't watch anyone really. I like Cletus's approach, Garrett, because he always like builds towards a goal, and I like how he is YouTube. He is doing YouTube. That is his thing. But as far as like content creation, I don't know. Like I sort of like the travel vlog stuff. So I've seen Miss Amelia has done some stuff that I've enjoyed watching. And she's not big yet, but I know she does stuff on DDE, which I don't really watch either. Again, if there's good content out there, I like it. I generally like stuff that's a little bit more concise and well edited and to the point, and not stuff that stretches the video substantially. So I'll give Amelia Hartford a thumbs up. Here's the people I watch or occasionally watch: David Patterson, Rob Dahm, Matt Farah, Cletus. I don't really do Engineering Explained, but I like these people I like, but I just don't watch. B is for Build. I was talking to him today. Sam Crack, I don't really know, but I know this channel is doing well. Tavarish, again, don't know. His channel is doing well. Yeah, I mean, obviously Ed Bolian of VinWiki. I just had a drink with him down in Atlanta when I was down there. It's great. Like me and Ed I was staying at the hotel next to the Porsche factory, and right next to the Atlanta airport. And like Ed and I are both like, these people are all like car oriented, and like Ed's 12 feet tall and I'm me. So a lot of people sort of like, just like not even looking, just bending over, turning around, snapping the photo, or like just wave or something. We'll give you like something. Jesus Christ, I keep hitting the table. It moves my computer. But yeah, I mean, as far as car YouTubers go, that's sort of, and Rob Dahm, obviously, occasionally when he calls me out and I gotta smack them around a little bit. Um, I like good people. People that I would sort of hang out with are the people whose channels I occasionally watch. But again, like I'm just not. I got 3 businesses right now. Like it's so hard to try to keep up with all of this stuff. And like yeah, I don't even watch Top Gear or any of that stuff. How don't you have 1 million subs yet after all these years on YouTube? No, my sub growth slowed down substantially like a year and a half ago, and I was climbing like 10,000 subscribers a month, so picking up like 100,000 subscribers a year, 120,000 subscribers a year for a long time, and it just sort of like flatlined. And you could see when you start getting into the analytics on the channel and everything like that that I would make a video, YouTube would send it out to like 50,000 people in the first hour, or if like it would be based off of the video. Some people 25,000, some 50,000 videos in the first hour, and then you start seeing it's like going to like 6,000 in the first hour, 9,000 in the first hour, which means like YouTube's not really sending it to anybody. And I'm sort of like working my way back into the algorithm now. But again, that's when you pick up subs when they start putting you in front of other people, or you do wow enough stuff. Excuse me. Or you do wow enough stuff that other people take notice. But yeah, oh, the Boss Garage, another good guys. I actually enjoyed watching their Project Car Challenge stuff. Vehicle Virgins, don't watch it. But like there's a bunch of Tommy F. Yeah, Adam LZ. There's a bunch of YouTubers that I'm friends with. That again, this is not a dig at any of their content. I just don't watch it, but I do enjoy the occasional well-edited video or something that captures my attention. House update I've already done. You have to scroll back for that one. Are you guys doing any runs in the Pacific Northwest in the near future? Yeah, next summer's drive is going to start and end in Seattle, go up through Vancouver, Banff, Glacier National Park. Glacier National Park, best driving road or best like national park in the country. It's like I can't even tell you. I go up there and I'm like, wow, I can get lost here. I like it. Why is the 200-mile-an-hour Gallardo video private? I don't know. It's not supposed to be. Let me take a look. Sorry, guys. You're just going to watch me scroll through here. Visibility, private, apply. Come on. Interesting. That one's private. We sort by views. Corvette Z06 and Swamp. That shouldn't be private. Public. June 27th. And yeah, whatever. Just make it public. Yeah, very interesting. It's limited ads. Again, I really don't know why it's private. I'll get to it another time, but I'll have to look. Maybe like I know YouTube is having like a really hard time with guns or anything like that. So any video that they have that has a gun in it, it's just like they don't show it to anyone. They don't recommend it to anyone, and it's just like any views that get forced through. Best car for a first-time renter here in the Northeast. Best car for a renter, I would go like the Z06 convertible. Or are you talking about like a renter in the Northeast, as in like you're renting an apartment and you're looking for a car? You got to clarify that a little bit. But the Z06, the Corvettes, the C7 Corvettes right now, they're free. Like you can just go get like a Z06 with $100,000 MSRP for like 65, 70 grand all day long. That car is worth easily $100,000. So I would definitely recommend scooping that up. There is, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with the comments. Greeting from Poland. You're a real inspiration. Thank you very much. Great to see all the cars with Florida plates. Some of them have Florida plates. Some of them have been Montana plates. And I don't think any of them have Jersey plates. Hennessy build thoughts. Hennessy's a great tuner. Like, there's no denying that. He builds awesome cars. So my thoughts on Hennessy building cars: he's one of the best in the business. Um, any prospects this winter, maybe with that tractor of yours? The tractor's not working. And I swapped the ignition coil thinking that was the problem. I bought a carb rebuild kit thinking that was the problem. And the guy told me it was the ignition coil. Swapped the ignition coil. Still nothing. I love the yen. Whoever's giving, Rob giving me the yen, like, I wish I got the yen so I can give it to my kid. My kid's got like money from all over the world that they bring him. But Hoovie's Garage, I really don't know Hoovie. Again, I don't, this is not a dig at anyone who makes YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos, but it's not my life. So I'm not like scanning for competition. I just sort of make what I want and throw it up there. Are cars purely a business for you? Do you hobby, working around them? Do you get bored of cars? Well, no, it's like a business and a hobby. If it wasn't a hobby, I wouldn't own any personal cars. I would just have business cars, and then like that's like a guy who has a car dealership, and it's like, yeah, like you never see him with a personal car. He's always driving cool cars, but that's like, it's a business and it's fun. The fact that I've got cars that I don't rent out, I would say that I do both. The Joe Rogan podcast, I'd jump on Rogan podcast in a heartbeat. I just don't have time to do that reach out. So push Farrah to reach out. I know he talks to Rogan all the time, or at least he talks to Rogan more than I do, which is would Dream Cruise. Nah, it's not really my thing. You buy an 04 Cayenne with 119,000 miles fully loaded for $5K, maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the old Cayennes. Thoughts on aliens? I mean, I don't know. Probably exist, right? That's a very existential question. But yeah, no, like, I'd be pretty big waste of space if we were the only people here. Do I think like they're like walking around, like take me to your leader and everything like that? Favorite book. So there was it's funny. I don't read very much. I do remember a book that I really enjoyed when I was younger, when I'm talking like 25 years ago. Maybe not that long, but like it was called The Cry of the Kalahari, and I really enjoyed that. It was when I was in AP Bio at Saddle River Day School. Other than that, I liked Unbroken. It was a good book by Lauren Hillebrand, and there was another one that I really liked. That was what was it? I liked American Sniper or whatever, Lone Survivor, both good books. But then they came out with movies, so that made life really easy for everybody else. Do I smoke weed? I don't. I've smoked weed a couple of times in my life. Never really did anything for me. But then I do enjoy the smell of weed. The smell of good weed, at least. As far as smoke smell goes, pipes, hands down. Like, somebody smokes a pipe, I could just sit there and be like, "You the man. Thank you for sharing that with the room." Then weed is probably second most pleasant. Then cigars, good cigars smell nice as well. And then we drop the cigarettes, which I don't really find very pleasant to smell secondhand. Do I still have the Super? Yeah, I'm like, I'll always have the Super. I'm just so fucking lazy. Sorry with the curses. I apologize if anyone is offended by that. I'm trying to curse less, but I'm from Jersey. Forget about it. You know, you gotta throw them down every once in a while. The Aston Martin, the Aston Martin D5. Have you driven one? 007. Hell yeah. I think you mean the DB5. I hate to burst your bubble. That car's a piece of crap. Like if I were going to go drop a turd on the floor, put wheels on it instead of like taking a turd in the toilet and like put wheels on it and a grill on the front. That's a DB5. And if I like shave a little bit off it becomes a DB5 convertible. Money no object dream car. You see, everybody says that. Like, well, money's no object, blah 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 blah. Oh, I got unlimited money. Like, a Koenigsegg is awesome. right? Like a Koenigsegg, a Gera, Pagani Zonda. Like I would love a Zonda, um, but to claim that money's always going to be an object, especially if you have to earn it. So like to have these like pipe dreams of like, if somebody just says, "Here, Rob, here's $12 billion," I still don't want to waste it. So no, I've never met Bill Burr. I'd happily meet Bill Burr. Um, I don't know how you do stress out lately with all the damaged cars. The only thing that stresses me out is when people type in all caps. That's you. But yes, ultimately, I don't like. Look, I run a business. Cars get damaged, I deal with it, I move on. Like I don't get stressed about it. I've had employees crash cars. I've eaten it. Like getting angry at something that happens doesn't fix the problem. That's one thing I'm really good at, is solving problems. And like getting overwhelmed by it is not a way to solve a problem. Getting angry, getting stressed out, you deal with it, you move on to the next one. Focusing any attention on something you can't change is a waste of your time. What's up with you and Rob Dahl? I don't know Rob Dahl. Rob Dahm, I know. But Rob Dahl. Rob Dahl, I'm going to do a video on at least Dom tomorrow. And I mean, like, we got this like friendly rivalry. It's tough because like he calls me out or I call him out. We race, I win. And then it's like, well, if he raced his other car, which is supposed to be done like years ago, I'll happily race his other car, bring it. And still not racing that car. So even like if he now called me out with his 2-rotor Corvette, if I beat that thing, then the next thing you know is going to be like, well, now we'll just wait till you race my 3-rotor. I'm gonna go beat the 3-rotor again. Wait till you race my 4-rotor. Well, okay, well, like at what point in time does it end? And then I could beat him 7 out of 8 times, and then he beats me the 8th time with his 4-rotor, and everyone's like, "Ha! See, Rob Dahm, he's the man." So like, it all depends on whose corner you're in. Like we both enjoy it because it's good fun to race each other. Like I just need it's like going to the gym. I won't go to the gym unless I have a reason to, and that's why I schedule like half marathons and stuff. So I just have something to work towards. But I love the idea of like having people to race because it gives me an opportunity to then go race these people and gives me a reason to get the car ready, find a venue, and go out and have a good time because I do enjoy that. But I don't know. I think I might have to just like put an end to this Rob Dahm thing once and for all. That's going to be tomorrow's video when I get around to shooting it, which is just like let's just hash it out in a weekend. Bring whatever you got. Bring all 3 of your cars. Bring not one of your cars, 2 of your cars, your daily. Like you want to go have a swimming competition, we'll go swim. You want to see who can throw the best fastballs, have a bad like who can throw a better spiral, who can dance better. Like bring it on. Let's get it all out there. So we can come up with a definitive winner, and I can get my money out of alpharob.com. What do I got here? Let's see. Oh, look, my own live stream popped up on my phone. That's cool. No super chats. Not missing anything there. That's good. All right. Fur parts. Cool. All right, cigars are the bomb. Long drive competition, absolutely. I think I'll take them there. I hope I'll take them there. So Rob Dahm's got size on me, but I've got the coordination. Ever think of getting another Infamous 4 GT at limit? My focus right now was building the business. Now building my house. Building the business is always going to be a focus. But there you go, $10 for Rob Dahm blows. I'll read that all day long. $10 Canadian, so like $8.40 of Rob Dahm blows. Either way, he blows $10 in Canada. He blows $8.40 in the U.S. Have I ever visited anything in Asia? Not yet. What gave you the drive to risk it going into the industry? I went to college pre-law, and I decided I didn't want to be a lawyer. So everything else from there has been improvisation, and that goes back now like 15 years. All right, we have $10 of A. I don't know what that is. I think it may be Australian, which means I may be rich again. I don't know. Why did the Ute? Oh, that's got to be Australian. Why did the Ute ever catch in the U.S. Never catch on the U.S.? I hear HVS GTSR, Maloo Ute, 60,000 Australian dollars, 583 horsepower for you Americans. It's talking recorded 4.20 to 62, all around incredible bargain. Yeah, look, they come up with different like the Holden Monero is our something. I don't remember what it was, but either way, like we have similar cars because they're all made by sort of the same platforms, but different markets. Like if you go to Europe, a lot of the cars are diesel and manual. You come to the US, good luck trying to find a manual or a diesel Mercedes. They're virtually impossible to find. Any tips on what to do after running successfully? Any tips on what to do after running successfully? Running what? Running a half marathon? Running business? Running water? I don't know. I don't know how to. Like, I don't want to make you spend more money to finish your question, but yeah, the contest shirts. I don't know. Before the podcast, before this live stream, the contest shirts were at like 800. So there's still, unless 200 of you guys bought, and there's 400 people watching. I'm sorry I couldn't answer that last question. It was too strange, but I will answer how do you finish running, or how do you get the running thing going? I just generally schedule a half marathon or something 6 or 12 months out, and then I start building up a training regimen to get ready for it. And I generally don't train more than 6 miles just because I don't really have time to do it. But as long as you start, if you can run 6 miles, you can easily, and a decent clip, you can easily run 12 or 13. You see the rotary Corvette guy calling you out? Yeah, that's Rob Dom. I'll deal with him tomorrow. You see the video. What made you start a YouTube channel? So I was making a DVD series called Super Speeders back in 2003 through 2012, and when YouTube came on, I was using YouTube because they had an audience to put my trailers up, so people would go then and buy the DVDs. And eventually I switched over to content on demand, which was I stopped making DVDs because people don't buy DVDs anymore, and I turned that into a YouTube channel. So just adapting with the times. If you're not adapting, you're going to get left behind. You should add a Supra R34 to your rental business. R34 is a Skyline, I think. Like, I know it is, but I don't know. I think it's an MKIV Supra, which is the 4th gen. So you're confusing me, Joel. And that cost you $2 to like make me look like an idiot and be like, think hard. People love, like, it's like being the girl that works at the car show. Everyone's trying to stump her. Hey, what's the firing order on the engine? Who gives a shit? It's fucking working at a car show. Sorry for the language again. Let's see. Rob Down Blows. We covered that one, but that was worth recovering again. The shirts are going fast. There's only 200 left. Yes, they are. What you drinking there, Rob? So I have I store my iced tea in a Don Julio bottle, because this way they can just insert weird answer there. But I'm drinking iced tea. Have you ever done any rallies with guys from Total Misfit? I don't even know what that is, unfortunately. Let's see. Whatever happened to Noah from the Bull Run days? He's still around. He's the one who's responsible for my website being down right now, so hopefully you can get it. Did you get your variants for the design of your house? When do you start construction? When will it be totally done? Okay, so there's 3 questions there. I used to, yes, and I also used to drink out of whiskey bottles. I also drink out of tequila bottles, whatever bottle I have handy, really. The variance relief is not for the design of the house. That was for historical approval. I passed the historical approval on my house for the design. The variance request is for the size of the house, the position of the house, the depth of the house, the lot coverage, stuff like that, the setbacks, and conformity to town standards. Um, so I did pass that as well 2 weeks ago. When do I start the construction? The construction starts, I don't know, probably after I get back from probably first week of August. And when will it be totally done? Probably Q1 of 2020. So after Christmas. Do you give the trip? What is that? Did you give the trip out? No, I didn't give the trip out yet. I'm going to do that once I sell the 1,000 shirts. Then I'll pick a winner through Gleam.io. That'll be announced on my Instagram channel, and I'll obviously reach out to the winner probably July 1st. Do you have to drink alcohol to go on adventure drives? Depends how much inspiration you need to make the decision. But once you're on adventure drives, you don't have to drink. You don't have to do anything. You can sit in your hotel room. How do you feel about fans randomly coming to visit you at Cosmos? I must know. Yeah, I mean, people stopping at Cosmos all the time. If I'm there, I say hello. If I'm not there, then you say hi to Cosmo. Best country in New Jersey. Best county in New Jersey, Bergen, if I were going to say that. 360 or Gallardo, 360, I would say. Wow, your month has been a humdinger. Congrats. Your attitude is inspiring as far as your rental cars. I was one that thought that it was easy. Yeah, it's not easy. I think the Phaeton's a solid car for 12 or 15 grand, whatever they cost now. Mother Trucker, what do you got for me? I'm considering buying a Gallardo, Superleggera, Endizone Tecnica over a used Huracan 580-2. I would go with the Huracan. I think it's a better car, honestly. My opinion. I don't think the Gallardo is a terrible choice, but it's not something you're going to want to drive as much. The Huracan's more user-friendly and just a better variant. Whose idea was the Rob Spaghetti shirt? I don't know. I got bored one day and made it. But I didn't design it. I went on 99 Designs, so I used to make my designs. So how's that T-shirt pickup going to work? The T-shirt, if you're going to pick it up in Englewood, or in Teaneck, you can just come pick it up at the shop. I'll probably have them during the open house. C5 Vet giveaway, raffles, sports car trivia. I'm not giving away my C5 Vet. If I win Rob Dom's C5 Corvette, I'll give that away. Not give it away, but I'll raffle it off or something for charity. Would you sell your soul to the devil? You think I have a soul? Eyes. I'm just kidding. Yeah, probably. Open house where, and I'll fly out. I'll announce the open house. Favorite car I have was a GT3. I don't really have much. I don't really have a favorite now. I like the 360. I like the NSX. Is super fun. They're all different. How much alcohol have I drank? I don't know. This is iced tea, but it was like up to here. Now it's down there, so not really that much of iced tea. Have you ever thought about starting your own car subscription to add to your business? Nah, it's not really the business model I like. How much do you make from people giving you money on this? Not much. It's just like a sort of a novelty. It's nice. Maybe $60, $100, $150, whatever it is. It's more of the gesture of like, here's a couple of bucks for coming on and talking to us, and it gets your comment read. It's more of like a sort of a digital fist bump, more so than like a revenue builder. Why do you choose the Northeast for a rental company? Does the weather damage cars? No, not really. What's your oddest rental request to add to your fleet? I don't know. Like an odd rental request to add to the fleet doesn't get added to the fleet because it's an odd request and most people don't want it. Thoughts on the porn industry? Well, it's a great question. The porn industry sort of leads the way in technology, or like digital technology. they get into like 3D or like different stuff is tried out in that industry before it makes its way to sort of mainstream stuff. Um, why don't you have any 12-cylinder Ferraris in your rental fleet? 599 F12, A12 are fantastic cars. Won't they do well? No, most people don't really want them. Most people don't go for the V12s. We had 599s in the past. They just didn't do as well as the V8s, and then they cost more, so it doesn't really make any sense. Any recent celebrity rentals? Yes, I don't recall who. Oh, Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson for the movie Gold Finger. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. The Hustle. So I saw them while I was out in California. That was fun. I got to meet up with my buddy Chris, have a couple of drinks, go to a movie premiere, watch a free movie, got free popcorn, soda. I got to see Anne Hathaway in person, which, cheers to her. Just leave it at that. What price would you place on the C5 Vet to sell? I don't know. I'd probably auction it off or raffle it off. Somebody offered me 65 grand. I turned it down. I just sort of have an attachment to that. I don't know, but like for the right number, it's gone. What price would you place in your did that Super Speeders Rally? That's sort of what Adventure Drives is. Have you ever seen the new Aladdin movie? I did see it with my kids. It was pretty fun. Weirdest fan interaction you've ever had, and Shag was your response to it. I just had a guy the other day from the West Coast who like started off innocuously enough. It's like, hey, silly question, like boxers or briefs, and it turned into the guy offering me a blowjob, and I declined. I thanked him for his support, but that was pretty weird. It's not really my thing. My wife's like, why don't you block him? I'm like, you can't really block somebody for wanting my D, you know? So, like, I wish him well. I appreciate the support in whichever form it comes in. I have fans, and whoever they are, I accept you all the way you are, and I appreciate that. As long as you're good people, you can ask me a question. If I don't want to do something, I will say no. But that was one of the most recent ones that I remember. That sort of like, well, you didn't see that coming. But thank you. Are your kids into cars? Yeah, they like cars. Not like head over heels. My kid loves trains. I just bought him like this $450 freaking train set, CSX intermodal with Bluetooth. Best place to pay for an on-track experience with exotic cars. Either Dream Racing or the other one in Vegas, Speed Vegas. Either one, great. I sort of like Speed Vegas a little bit more, but Dream Racing has more of a selection of cars. And then you're in Vegas too, so you get that fun. More on the McLaren. How is the reliability for a new car? Why no McLarens in the fleet? So I stay away from the McLarens because if you buy it new, you usually take a depreciation drop kick to your nuts. And yeah, that sucks. And if you buy it used, you usually have giant maintenance bills if something goes wrong. So I just sort of steer clear. It's not like I get that many requests for the McLarens that I can't steer them into a Lambo or a Ferrari, which are more predictable. Somebody said, do you have any shares in the stock market? I do. The only stocks I have right now, other than like my retirement account, which is mutual funds, I've got Ferrari, which is doing very well. I've got Uber. I got on the IPO, and Slack. I sold Disney after many, many years, and then it just shot up like 20% or 30%. So sold that too soon. When is the next Adventure Drives in North America? It's going to be towards the end of the year. We have one. The shorter one is in Charleston to Miami, and that's in October 23rd to 27th. And then the next American one is going to be next summer in July, and that's starting and ending in Seattle, which North America is Canada and the US. Any advice on selling a used car? Just list it everywhere you can. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Put as many like good, high quality pictures as you can. Be as descriptive as you can. Be as aggressive with the pricing as you can. It usually gives you a chance to move it pretty quickly. Let's see. Will you ever rent out tuners, MKV Supras? No. RX-7, R34? No. My insurance doesn't allow me to rent cars over 10 years old. That's where you get these like quirky cars on Turo, and even Haggerty starting to dabble in that market. But yeah. So there'll be those options for you. Probably not. I don't really. The people that want to rent those cars are not really the people that are just looking to show off. To the people that want to go beat the balls off of a certain type of car, and that's not the best customer. Current shirt sales number. Hold on. You're making me do work here, guys. I'll get to you in a second. Chris Shaler, my man. Where the hell is it? Yeah, we sold like 20 of them during this live chat. So the shirt sales, 190 shirts left. So if you want a shirt, there's 190 shirts available. And then we can select from you guys and see who will be joining us in Europe. But I'm going to start wrapping this up. My computer battery is at 8%. I'm going to have to plug it in. Got to make my pasta because Ferretti needs some spaghetti tonight. Let's see here. Maintaining 612. Yeah, I wouldn't go to the 612. Super. Have you ever thought about getting into porn? Wow, you asked some weird questions. Sure. If you could find a dozen celebrities that want to make movies with me, knock yourself out. Other than that, I'm happily married, and I have a lovely wife and family, so she probably wouldn't be too keen on that. Are you happy with Apple again? I'm not happy with my screen. Like, you shouldn't have that play in the screen. And I hear that pulls the thing off, and I'll lose the bottom half of my screen eventually. When that happens, I'll be pretty annoyed by it. All the best wishes. Thanks, Peter North. I-10, how drunk? Oh, 1 to 10, how drunk are you? I barely drank any iced tea, so not drunk at all. But I do get sort of run down during the day, just running around a lot. It was hot. My NSX, the air conditioning wasn't working, so I just got that fixed today because the Freon was out. So that really kicked me in the nuts, because then you get out, you get a little back sweat and everything. The next daily driver replacement for the Volt is going to be the Maserati that I'm rebuilding. I just ordered the suspension for that today, so when that comes in, I'll stitch it together, get the body panels, get it painted up, and we'll be good to go. Let's see. You would like to participate in the $500 car challenges? I can't bring everybody in. I did that with other YouTubers, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, I'll probably call it a night there. I'm going to make some food, and we'll take it from there. But thank you very much for joining us. That was a solid hour, hour and 10 minutes. So I appreciate you guys for joining me. Slam some thumbs up. Why not? And I'll do some more live chats. It's a lot of fun. I just like to have stuff that I can update on versus just like me jumping on here and talking about my day. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch you guys next time. First car was in 1988 Pontiac Bonneville. But have a wonderful night. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support of the channel. Go scoop up a t-shirt. If you want a shirt, there's only 1,000 of them, and they're cool shirts, whether you win or not. I would just get the t-shirt just because they're awesome. Now, I may, and I don't think I am, but I may, if there's enough demand for the shirts beyond the giveaway, I'll re-release them and give away the shirts or not give away the shirts, but sell the shirts to people that you don't enter in to win a trip to Europe. Excuse me. Anyway, good night. Thank you, one. Thank you all. Thank you, people from around the world who joined us. Discount for the people who donated to the super chat. Sure, I'll give you your money back. T-shirts below in the description. Do I have to add that to the description? I'll end the stream here, and I'll throw it Super Speeders merch, merch.com. I'll throw that in the description, but I'll throw it in the comment right here. www.superspeedersmerch.com. Boom, there it is. I don't know if that even works, but I'm going to end the stream, and then I'll toss it in for you guys to check it out. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the super chat people. Catch you next time.